A doctor stole the watch from a patient's wrist while the patient was unconscious. Suddenly, the patient woke up and grabbed the doctor's arm, but the patient did not blame the doctor. Instead, he said thank you to the doctor and then passed out again. A colleague nearby hurried to stop the doctor's action, but the doctor ignored his colleague's attempt to stop him and put the watch into his pocket directly. When he went back to his office to check the watch, he found 4 Chinese characters, "Cherish time," carved on the back of the patient's arm. The doctor, who did not care about this, put the watch on his wrist right away. But what shocked him was that the hands of the watch were spinning wildly. No matter how he tried to fix the watch, it did not work. Just then, his colleague walked into the office. He was extremely shocked when he saw the doctor's appearance. In just a few minutes, the doctor had aged by more than 10 years. The doctor was also frightened when he saw his own look. At that moment, he realized the problem was with the watch. But when he tried to take the watch off, he found that he could not remove it no matter what method he used. At the critical moment, the doctor thought of the homeless patient. But when he got to the ward, he only saw a young man packing his luggage. So the doctor immediately asked the young man if he had seen the homeless person. But the young man replied that he was the homeless person himself. The doctor stepped forward at once and begged the young man to take the watch away. But the young man said he had just broken the curse and escaped from misfortune. He would never touch the watch again. Seeing that the young man was unwilling to help take off the watch, the doctor had to ask him how to stop the watch. But the young man had no idea about that. After the young man left the ward, the doctor suddenly felt unwell. It was not until his colleague examined him that they found out. The doctor's body had aged to that of an 80-year-old man. In order to take off the terrible watch, the doctor crazily hit the watch against the end of the bed, but he found that the watch was not damaged at all. When his colleague took out a hammer to smash the watch, they suddenly found that the watch on the doctor's wrist had disappeared. But they did not have time to feel happy for long, because they found the watch had appeared on the doctor's other wrist. In an instant, the doctor felt extremely panicked. He went to the corridor and tried to give the watch to other people, but people just regarded him as a madman and avoided him. Suddenly, when the doctor scratched his head, a large handful of hair fell off. This scene made the doctor feel extremely desperate. He realized that his lifespan was about to end. Just then, a patient with heart disease came to the hospital. Seeing this, the doctor immediately thought of a way. First, he told the patient's family members to go find a doctor quickly. Then he held the old man's hand and tried to take off the watch. But at that moment, the old man suddenly stopped breathing. Seeing this, the doctor immediately gave first aid to the old man. Finally, through the doctor's efforts, the old man came back to life. When his colleagues arrived, they were surprised to find that the doctor had returned to his original appearance. Even the watch on his wrist had disappeared. Obviously, a kind heart is the best way to break a curse.